Hello and welcome to Boardgame TV, and we're on part 3 of our Eldritch Horror campaign, and we're going to be facing off against Yig this time. Of course, we have Daryl Simmons, Daniela Reyes, and Preston Fairmont. They all start with the same stuff. Preston starts with fine clothes. She starts with headstrong. Daniela does, with a clue and a resource. But remember now, because her thing flipped, she is superstitious. It says increase the horror of monsters you encounter by 1. When you lose 1 or more sanity during a combat encounter, gain 1 madness condition. And of course we have Daryl Simmons, who comes with the camera, Seek the Truth. We have a gate here in Istanbul with a dole. Daniela's here in San Francisco. Preston is here in Istanbul. Daryl's here at Space 20. We have a Mystic Ruins here. An active expedition at the Himalayas with the cultists there, and 2 clues, and I'll explain that in a second. So, Yig, let's take a look at him. We had to set aside 6 cultist monsters and 1 serpent man, and all Yig special encounters. And his reckoning is spawn 1 cultist monster on the active expedition space. Then if there are 2 or more monsters on that space, advance doom by 1. When 3 mysteries have been solved, we win the game. Now, the doom is at 10. He starts at 10. It's not very good. We had to do Father Serpents again, but this time we had to do Yig is active. And it says we had to set aside 1 serpent people. Well, we did. After resolving setup, if Yig is the ancient one, spawn 1 monster on each expedition space. So we spawned a monster here. That's where that cultist is. That was just what I spawned. So that's not good news for me, because it's not going to be long before another cultist gets there. And then of course I had to do the poison condition to gain 1 random ally asset from the deck, and I decided not to do that again, but improve skills. So I improved Preston's will, improved her observation, and improved his lore, and he got the curse condition. Now the next ancient one is that Antebellum guy. So what we had to do is we had to put the Mystic Ruins deck encounter on the board. And it's on space 21 here. And it says if he is not the ancient one, which he's not, we had to place 1 Eldritch token on each blue space of the Omen track, which I've done, as you can see. And then it says, and sanity equal to investigators on the Ancient One sheet. So I put 3 sanity tokens on Yig, because we have 3 investigators. After resolving setup, each investigator may gain 1 madness condition to gain 1 spell and 1 clue. I decided not to do that. During the game, if Antebellum, or I don't know how you pronounce it, is not the ancient one, when the Omen advances to a blue space of the Omen track, investigators as a group lose sanity equal to the amount of sanity on the Ancient One sheet. Then discard 1 sanity from the Ancient One sheet. So we're going to have to deal with that. And the active mystery for Yig is Migration of Serpents. When this card enters play, move each clue on the game board to the nearest expedition space. And I've done that. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter and place that clue on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to investigators, which is 3, solve this mystery. And so that's where we're at. Now, I don't think this is going to be a very long game, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to win because the Doom track is so low. But we're going to try. So Daryl is first. I want to try to get everybody here. He is cursed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move him there. And I'm going to do an acquire assets action. And we have Tome of Secrets, the Flamethrower, the Enchanted Blade, and the Elder Sign on the board. And I was successful for 1, so I don't think I'm going to do anything else. Yeah. Okay. Daniela I probably want to keep her on this side of the board just because if a clue token pops up over here or something like that. So what I will do is I'll just move her here and I'll try and acquire assets with her. I got 3 successes. Okay. Enchanted Blade. I think I'll take that. I gain all that for my combat. And we get the Arcane Sutra. Okay. And the Preston, well, he's the one closest to this thing. Although, I might want to try to get him to close the gate, but this Dole is there. Let me see how tough this guy is, because this guy, yeah, he's got 5 health. There's no way I'm beating this thing. So, yeah. I think I'll just send him here as well. And he'll try to acquire assets. You and another investigator in your space may each perform an acquire assets action. I think we'll do that. So I got 2 successes for him. I guess I'll take the Elder Sign. You may re-roll 1 die resolving a will tester and combat encounter. Reduce the horror of monsters you encounter by 1 to a minimum of 1. And we'll put Agency Stakeout. And then Daryl will roll again. Maybe he can get something. He got 2 successes. I'm thinking about taking a bank loan. As a matter of fact, I think he is... No, I need 6s for successes. That's right, because he's cursed. Yeah. So I only got 1 success. I still could take a bank loan and get something, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So that's the end of their turn. So Daryl here, he's in the city space. I'm not. Yep. So let's see what happens. Alright, you get caught in a gunfight between the police and the thieves. Observation. Well, I have 4 observation. I got a 6, so fine. If you pass, you find a journal that describes the disasters that befell the town. Gain 1 clue and spawn 1 clue. Okay, well that's actually pretty good. And let's see, I spawn a clue at the pyramids. Okay. Daniela, she's out of city space. A stranger at the bank owes a large sum. You offer to help. Influence -1. Alright. Pass. If you pass, the grateful character vows to gain 1 character unique asset. Okay. Wonder who we're going to gain. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we've got Granny Orn here. You may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a test during a research encounter. Once per round, you may spend 1 fewer clue to pay for an effect. Okay. And Preston, he's in the city space as well. You do what you can to alleviate the city's widespread poverty. Influence. Okay, we passed. If you pass, you criticize. The citizens gratefully offer to share their knowledge. Gain 1 talent condition. Okay. Let's see what he'll gain. He gains elusive. During the encounter phase, you may test observation. If you pass, you may choose an encounter. There are no monsters on your space. Well, that ought to come handy up there, actually. So, okay, and that's the end of the turn. Not much happening, but we did spawn a clue. So let's do our Mythos phase. Alright, so we have this. Alright, so we're going to have to move that. Now, we have to decide 3 sanity. So, I think everybody will just lose 1 sanity. We have to do it, split it up among us, and I get to take a sanity off the board. 2, 3. Okay. Reckoning. Well, we have a dole here. Let's see. Move this monster one space towards the nearest investigator. Then each investigator on this space or adjacent space loses 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay, well, he's going here. So Preston and Daryl each have to lose 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay. And then we have to spawn 1 cultist monster. Then if there are 2 more, which there are, because of the randomness of that stupid setup, we have to move Doom 1 time. Then he is cursed. So let's see what we can do. I got a 6, so actually I can discard the cursed card. Okay, let's put a gate on the board. And we have one at San Francisco. That's not that bad. She's close by. Maybe we can do something with that. And she gets this haunting horror type thing. That's not very good. The lead investigator gains a hunger condition. Then he discards 1 ally asset and loses 2 sanity. Okay, well, he doesn't have an ally because it's Daryl. He will lose 2 sanity. That's not good because, yikes. And he has to gain a hunger condition. Ugh. That's not good either. So let me get that. Okay, so that basically is going to ensure that I'm going to be dead pretty soon, because it says when you perform a rest action you cannot recover sanity. Yeah, so. Okay. So Daniela will go. Oh boy, let's see here. Let's see how tough this guy is. He's not that tough. I might can try to actually fight him. I think first I'll do an acquire assets. Increase the horror. Ooh. Because of that superstition though, man. Well, let's try an acquire assets action. Let's start with that. Okay, I got 2 successes. I actually think I'm going to take a bank loan. And I'm going to grab the flamethrower. And we'll put training regimen back. And we'll gain a bank loan and for her. And then of course we'll move here and we'll fight the monster and try to close the gate. Preston of course will move here, fight these cultists, and try to have a research encounter. And Daryl is actually going to do the same. And we'll see what happens. Alright, so let's start with Daniela first. Well, we have the flamethrower here. Now I have a will of 3, a will of 2. But it has a horror of 4 now. Again. Oh man, I forgot I had that. You know what? I'm not getting the flamethrower. I'm not doing the bank loan. Yeah. I did the bank loan. And got the agency stakeout. Because it says when you gain this card, immediately gain 1 clue, which I will do. And 1 monster in any space loses 3 health. That would kill him. So the stakeout is gone. So I forgot. Yeah, that was a bad decision on my part. So that thing's gone, so we can just do a gate. Alright, as you make your way through a web-filled valley, you see an enormous purple spider crawling toward your path. You hope to sneak past the creature. Okay, I failed, but I have a couple clues and a resource, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, I got a 6 here, so I pass. As you leave the spider behind, you discover the corpse of a previous victim. You find the unfortunate man's journal and translate the strange symbols on the page. A lore. I have a lore of 3. and I failed it. I do have another clue. And I passed it that time. So I had to spin 2 clues, but close the gate. So I closed the gate. So the gate is closed. Alright. Preston. Now Preston has the 2 guys. Now I can do an encounter here. Because I have the elusive, but I don't want to because Daryl has that hunger condition and he's hurting. So Preston is going to fight these guys. And these guys, 1 on the wheel. So I have 2 wheel. And I pass. So the first one, no problem. And then strength -1, so 2. Okay, so there's no problem with that. So I killed the first one. So the first one is dead. Now I have to do the second one. And let's do another will check here. Okay, that's no problem. And then the fight. Reduce the horror monsters. Well, that's not really. Okay, that one I didn't complete. And so I have to take, if you lose health from the test, you've been gain a poison condition. Eee. Okay, so I actually am going to lose health because these guys are pretty strong. I have to lose 2 health and gain a poison condition. God. However, I can still have an encounter because of the elusive. If I test my observation and make it. Okay. And it says resolve. You pass, lose 1 sanity. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have a research encounter. We're in the wilderness here. A victim of Yig's curse has made a small shrine in the wilderness. As you examine it, you are attacked. A cultist monster ambushes you. Then, if you do not have a poison condition, you are able to finish your examination of the altar. Gain this clue. Okay, well, a cultist monster is attacked. Alright. Okay, passed. And double whammied the cultist, so I beat him. So we're going to gain this clue. He may spend 1 clue to gain. I'm going to put it on the Migration of Serpents card. Okay, Daryl's going to have to step up and try to defeat this cultist. He has a 3 will, so that's fine. Okay, that's passed. And then I have to fight him. And I have a 2 strength, though. Not very good. I do have a clue. Okay, well, that double 6s. Look at that. So, that guy is beaten. I don't lose any health from him. And so now I can do my research encounter. One of the oldest high priests of the serpent people catches you unprepared. A serpent people monster ambushes you. If you defeat it, gain this clue and retreat doomed by 1. If you do not, gain a poison condition. Uh-oh. Okay. Yikes. Alright, so our will is 3. Okay, so I got 1 success. I'm going to have to spend a clue to re-roll because I can't lose any sanity. But when I spin a clue, because of the camera, I gain a clue. Okay, that was lucky. Now I have to fight this thing. I don't think... It says if you do not defeat it. I don't think I'm going to defeat this guy. So I have a strength of 2. No, there's no way I can beat him. Alright, if you do not defeat it, gain a poison condition. Alright, I didn't defeat it. I have to lose, actually, 2 health. And I have to gain a poison condition. Jeez. Things are not looking up. So let me gain a dead condition and a poison condition. Okay, well that was a very bad turn. Let's see what the not a bad. All right, so we're moving this here. We do not have a gate of that one, so we're gonna have to spawn one, and it goes to Buenos Aires. Okay, and then this thing comes out. Put 2 clues on the board. One at 21, which is here. San Francisco, okay, there. Each investigator loses health and or sanity equal to the number of impairment tokens he has. Then each investigator discards all of his impairment tokens. We don't have any impairment tokens. Okay. Preston will go first. Preston's here. We'll probably stay there. There's nothing I can do. I can just gain a focus. Daryl do the same thing. I can try and rest to get rid of the hunger condition. And yes, I am successful. And then I'll focus. And Yella is going to test gain a focus, and then she's going to try her local action to get rid of this debt. Alright, we passed. So she got rid of the debt. Okay, and then she'll stay there. Alright, so Preston is going for a research encounter. The first step in communing with Yig is to let a snake bite you. You may gain a poison condition to gain this clue. I already have one. So I'll go ahead and gain it, since I already have it. And I'll gain this clue, and then I'm going to put the clue there on the thing. Daryl, you know what? Since we're here, we're going to try the active expedition and see what happens. The Knop Keth summons a terrible blizzard to destroy you and your expedition. You'll have to survive the storm before you can continue. Strength. Okay. You weather the storm in a cave and find a statue of a 3-eyed horror surrounded by odd relics. Gain 1 artifact. Okay, let's see what we gain. This thing telling you if you pass, you may spend 1 to choose 1 monster on your space to lose 3 health. That's not bad. You try to determine the statue's origin. Lore, -1. Yeah. Okay, I failed, so I'm going to have to spend a focus. Okay, I'm going to spend a clue. Pass, okay. And I gain a clue because of the camera. If you fail, okay, I didn't fail, so we passed. Now the active expedition is going to Arkham. Okay, Daryl. No, that was Daryl. It's Daniela's turn. She's going to try to get that clue. A snake is placed in your room as you sleep. Okay. Okay, I got to spin a focus. Oh, you may add 1 to the result. Okay. Alright, well, I spent the focus. Got it. If you pass, you wake up before it strikes and find the culprit who sent the creature. Gain this clue. Okay, so I gain the clue, and I will put it on Migration as Serpent. So it looks like we've completed the first mystery. So let's go ahead and do our Mythos card. And we have a rumor. 13 here, 6 here. 4 eldritch tokens are going to be placed on there. And after an investigator resolves an expedition encounter or a mystic ruin encounter, he may spend 1 clue to place 1 clue on this card. Then if there are clues equal to on this card equal to half, solve this rumor. When there are no eldritch tokens on this card, investigators lose the game. Okay. That's not good. Okay, so let's see what the new mystery is. The Winged Serpent. When this card enters play, spawn the Winged Serpent epic monster on Tokyo. Okay, that's right over there. At the end of Mythos phase, if he has been defeated, solve this mystery. Okay, so we have a clue there. She has a clue. She can do one of that. We got to put the Winged Serpent here. See if we can beat him. She is the best choice for beating him. So, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's what we got to do. We got to do. Okay, so with this Winged Serpent here in Tokyo, and this is his stats, it's not going to be easy. If you lose health from the strength test, gain a poison condition. Of course, he's the usual toughness equal to investigators plus 2, which is 5. Now, Preston and Daryl don't have the capabilities really to fight this thing. And as much as I would love to get Daniela to go get that research encounter clue, and she's still affected by her superstitions personal story card, she's the only one with a good weapon enough to fight the guy. She's been our fighter for the past couple games. The problem is it's time, really. I mean, we're on 9. We have this stupid rumor we have to deal with, or we'll lose the game if we don't solve it. And she may very well die or go insane beating him, but we got to take that chance. So I think that's what I'm going to do. She can, in a couple moves, go to Tokyo. So I think that's what I'll do. So I think for her first time, her first part of her turn, she's the first player this turn, I think I'm going to have her do an assets, acquire assets action, and then move on. Let's see if we can get anything here. Well, we got 1 success. That's not really good. I could try to get another bank loan, but the flamethrower is really the thing I want, even though she's got the enchanted blade. So that doesn't work out for me. So we'll move here to the sea space. These guys, there's no clues around. Daryl does have a clue. And it says we can spend a clue to put it on that card. We just have to do an expedition encounter. But the expedition encounter is all the way over there in Arkham. Mystic Runes doesn't count as an expedition, so I guess we could head that way, but I do want to try to close that gate. But this stupid monster's here, and he's not going to have a good reckoning effect. Daryl takes 1 more sanity loss, he's out, and he can't heal because he has that poison thing. So I think his time is limited. So we'll see. Yeah. Preston, he's not doing too great either. He's poisoned as well. But he has the elusive capability. So, I think with Preston, I think with him, what I'll do is we'll just acquire assets as well. And then just move a space. Okay, well, I got one success there as well. Man, come on. Alright. Well, yeah. Okay, so Preston will just move here. And Daryl, well, I gotta move him to Shanghai. Well, even if that guy, even if the reckoning thing happens, well, he'll still be alive. No, he'll die anyways if the reckoning happens. So it doesn't matter. So I might as well just move here as well with him, and then just try to risk maybe doing acquire assets and hope I don't get a reckoning effect, which probably won't happen. Okay, I got 2. I guess I'll take the training regimen. Let's see, the occult scripture comes out. And that lets me immediately improve 1 skill, which I'll go ahead and improve lore. I'll put it up to 2. And it lets me gain a talent condition. So I guess I should go ahead and do that. Let's see, first one that comes is martial prowess. When resolving a combat encounter, you may gain +3 strength during that encounter. That's a good talent to have, actually. So, maybe we fight the guy, so we don't have to deal with it. I don't think we're gonna beat him, but okay. Okay, so it's her turn. She's in a sea space, so let's see what's gonna happen. The ship's cargo hold is taking on water. The crew asks for your help in repairing the hull. Do a strength test. Passed. If you pass, he's reunited with his parish, and he prays on your behalf. Gain a blessed condition. Well, that's a good thing to have. So at least she got that. Okay, Preston here. Well, I'm just going to have an encounter. I'm going to have to do an observation test to see if I can ignore this guy. And I did not. I guess I'll spend a focus. That didn't work. So I can't ignore the guy. So I won't be having an encounter then, because I'm not going to fight him. Well, maybe I should at least get a 1 or 2 hits on him. The Elder Sign is helpful. You know what? I think I will fight him. Okay, so I have a will of 2, and it's -1. I can re-roll 1 die, and I reduce the horror of him. So his horror is only 2. And I pass, so I'm only going to lose 1 sanity. There, that's actually not that bad. Now I can fight him. I have a 3 strength. That's terrible. So maybe I can get 1 hit on him, because he's at a -2. No, I couldn't get any hit on him. Okay, well, it was a risk. Alright, Daryl is not going to... I mean, if I try to fight... Now, he has martial prowess. He would have a strength of 5. I can at least do a couple hits on him. The problem is if I fail the horror check, I'm dead right now. The other problem is if a reckoning comes up, he's dead. There's just no getting around that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take the risk and fight him right now. And this is, if I don't, I have a will of 3. Okay, I totally failed, so Preston has gone insane. So we're going to have to move the Doom track once. I mean, Daryl has gone insane, and Daryl's out. So there's that. Alright. So that was that turn. Let's see what the Mythos card brings. And of course, I knew it was going to happen. And here we go. So we have to lose 2 sanity. I think what I'm going to do is Preston's going to go ahead and take the sanity loss, which is going to kill him as well, because he's at 4. We can get rid of one of these here. We have to move the Doom track to 7. So Preston and Daryl are gone. We have to roll for her blessing. Okay, we're alright on that. And we have to spawn 1 cultist monster on the active expedition space, which will put 1 there. And let's see, and we have to remove 1 eldritch token from this card right here. And then what we have to put a gate out, which goes to Tokyo. Great, so that means another monster is going to be put on that space. And we have this guy right here. It doesn't look easy. And then we have the lead investigator, which would be Daniela, test will. And then he improves a number of skills equal to the result, which I didn't improve any. Okay, so not a good turn. We have 2 dead or defeated. Oh, and I forgot, this guy does have a reckoning. This monster recovers all health. Alright, well, we don't have to worry about that. So let me get 2 new investigators, get them straight, and then we're gonna see if we can press on. Okay, so our 2 replacements. Well, we're going to start with our first replacement, and that's Gloria Goldberg. Now, she starts in Arkham, where the expedition is, actually, and that's a good thing. If you start on a city space, gain 1 tome asset of your choice. If you are on a city space, gain 1 tome asset of your choice from the reserve or discard pile. You and other investigators on your space roll 1 additional die when resolving a test during another world. She comes with the Find Gate spell. Play with the top gate of the gate stack revealed. And the Mythos Codex. You muster the courage to look upon the secrets of the universe. Test will. If you pass, the pages contain knowledge your mind can hardly fathom. Flip this card. And her, based on a true story. Sometimes the well of inspiration runs dry, and the only way to refill it is to get out there and experience the world. Time to take risk and show the world that you are not done with it yet. When a mystery is solved, discard this card and gain the inspirational reward. At the end of the encounter phase, if there are 5 or more gates on the game board, discard this card and gain the captivated consequence. And then we have Kate Winthrop. She is at Buenos Aires. Action. If you are in a space containing a gate, discard 1 monster on your space with toughness less than your observation. Our observation is 4. If a gate would spawn on your space, discard that gate, gain 1 clue, and she gains the dimensional study unique asset. Once per round, when a gate is closed or discarded, you may spend 1 clue to place 1 clue on this card, then flip it. And she comes with a clue as well. And then she has the resonance card here. Your flux stabilizer has been acting up lately, and you have made it your mission to discover the cause. Maybe this time you can stop it. Maybe this time you can keep someone close to you from dying. When a gate is closed or discarded, place a gate on this card. Then if there are 5 or more gates on this card, discard this card and gain the I Understand reward. When another investigator is defeated or devoured, discard this card and gain the not again consequence. So that's where we're at. Now these two characters spawn kind of at the right place. They really are kind of helping me now because I can do some things with them a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with Gloria. Well, it just so happens Gloria is next to an expedition space. So we're going to move her here to do a research encounter because she does need a clue. And she's going to test influence and see if she can get something. No. Okay. Well, that was worth a try. Then Kate. Okay. This thing's toughness is 4. And it says less. So we cannot discard this monster. That kind of sucks. So we can't fight that monster either. That monster is just way too strong for us. So we need something. So I'm going to move her up here. And maybe we can get a bank loan to get that flamethrower, and she can fight that thing and get it off the board. Well, wait a minute. She has a clue as well. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her up here. Well, the expedition space is going to move, so we don't know where it's going to go, actually. So I think I'll just try to get some... Okay, I got 1 success. That's not enough. The occult scripture would be nice, but she already has a clue, and she can get clues. Okay, so, yeah, that was kind of a waste. Alright, and then there's Daniela here, who I'm going to have her gain a focus. And then she's going to go here. Okay, and we're going to fight some monsters, but first is Gloria. And let's do her research encounter. Okay, you've tracked the creature to its home, where it's been masquerading as human. A serpent people monster ambushes you. If you defeat it, you force your new prisoner to tell you how to protect yourself and others from you. Gain this clue, and one investigator of your choice may discard a curse condition. Okay, well, I don't know if we're going to beat this thing, to be honest with you. Alright, let's try. Well, we have a wheel of 3. I have 1 success, so I have to lose 1 sanity. And then we have a fight of 1. So we only get to roll 1 die. We're not going to defeat it. So, yeah, we don't defeat it. So that's kind of a waste of a turn. Kate is at a city space. A man has borrowed money to pursue his obsessive quest. You ask him to share the details with you. Influence. Okay. I pass. If you pass, he trusts you to help gain 1 task unique asset. Alright, and we got the top one here. It's mastering the art. Once per round, when you improve a skill, place 1 eldritch token on this card, then you may flip this card. Okay. Well, okay. Alright, now comes the hard part. Now I can choose the order in which I fight these guys, and of course I'm going to be fighting him first, because if I can't kill him, at least I want to hurt him. So let's go ahead and start with that. I'm still blessed. That's a very good thing. Okay, so this thing, I have a wheel of 3. I'm going to be -1. But 4, 5s, and 6s. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I gain because of the enchanted blade. And it increased the horror. It has 3. So let's see what I can do. Okay, that was not the greatest roll. Well, no, actually, because I'm blessed. So, okay. So I would lose some sanity here, but I have the headstrong condition, so I'm going to test will, so I don't lose any sanity. And this only triggers when I lose sanity. So I got a 6. So I test will. I won't lose any sanity. So I won't gain a madness condition. Okay, now I can fight. Now I have a strength of 6. Minus 2 is 4. So there's no way I'm killing this thing, but at least I'm going to try to wound it. Okay, I'm going to spend a focus. I want to do more than that. Okay, so I at least put 3 hits on it. So this guy's got 3 hits on him. And now I have to deal with this guy right here. God, this guy's tough too. Okay. Huh. I don't think I want to encounter this guy. Let me check something to see if I have to encounter the monster. Yeah, I have to do that. I always forget, but yeah, I have to do that. So let's do the wheel first. Huh. Okay, my will is 4. So it's going to be minus 1 is 3. And I'm going to lose sanity. There's no doubt about that on this. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to lose 3 sanity, which is rough. And because I have to gain a madness condition now. Ugh. And I'll gain despair, which is kind of weird for somebody that's blessed to have, but okay. And that is when you perform a rest action, you cannot recover sanity. So that's going to be a problem. Okay, so now I have to do the strength test against it. And it says when resolving the strength test, roll 1 fewer die for each sanity lost. So I'm going to take a beating, really. I'm only going to get to roll 1 die. At least I got 1 success. So I put 1 damage on it and I take 2 myself. That was not very good. This thing is hard. And that's basically the turn. So okay, here we go. We have 1 there. I think I forgot to move the I did forget to move, so we should actually be at 5. Okay, let's do some reckoning effects here. He's not going to do anything. This guy is. Move this monster 1 space towards the nearest investigator. Okay, this guy is moving to Shanghai. Then each investigator on this space or adjacent loses 1 health or 1 sanity. She is adjacent, so she has to lose 1 health and 1 sanity. And that, my friends, is going to end her. And so she has passed on now. So let's go ahead and put that at 4. And we'll have to get a new character. This guy, what does he do? Towards the nearest city space. Well, he's at the nearest city space. Okay. We won't have to worry about any other things. Let's put him on the active expedition. Spawn 1 on that. Then if there are 2 or more monsters on that space, advance doom by 1, so it's going there. And of course we have to take an eldritch token off the card. And then we have to do a new gate, and it's going to here. Okay. God, another Shoggoth. And because she was defeated, we have to, this is kind of not fair, but we have to do the bad condition for her. When you gain this card, discard a total of 3 clues and or improvement tokens. Okay. Your maximum sanity is reduced by 2. Okay. Advance Doom by 1 for each gate on the game board that corresponds to the current omen. Well, that would actually be 2. So we're down to 1 now. If no gates, okay. Well, alright. That was a horrible turn. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and find a replacement for Daniela here. Okay, so we spawned William Yorick. He's a Gravedigger. And he has an action. Discard up to 2 cards from the reserve. Then perform 1 additional action. When you defeat a monster with toughness of 2 or greater during a combat encounter, you may gain 1 non-service asset of your choice from the reserve. And he comes with alchemical concoction. You may discard this card to gain +5 during combat encounters and bury them deep. When a non-epic monster is defeated or discarded, you may spend 1 focus to place that monster on this card. Then you may flip this card. He also gains a focus as well. And his thing is to be or not to be. In one hand, you have your shovel, your previous life, willful ignorance, relative safety. In the other hand, well, you have nothing in your other hand. The unknown, the mysterious, the dangerous. You cannot very well feign ignorance. Not now. When a mystery is solved, discard this card and gain the commitment reward. When you only have 1 health or 1 sanity, discard this card and gain the alas poor Yorick consequence. And of course, Yig no longer has sanity on his card. I gave the 1 sanity loss to Kate. Okay, so we got to do something real quick, or we're going to lose this game. So I think what I'm going to do is, boy oh boy, Kate, we got to try to get that flamethrower. So I'm going to have her spin a focus, and here we go. Test influence. God dang it. Okay, well, she totally failed. William, what I'm thinking of is I may move him 2 spaces, actually. And I'm going to get rid of the Arcane Sutra and Tome of Secrets. And he's going to perform, he's going to move, that's an additional action. And then I'm going to have him actually move again to Tokyo, when he's going to try to kill that winged serpent. And then Gloria is, of course, going to stay where she's at. She'll test influence. Let's see here what we have. Well, and she gets 1 success. Assassination would be nice to get. She has to get a bank loan for it. I don't think we will. Okay. Well, she'll gain a focus. Okay, so Kate is going to go, and she has to have, of course, a city encounter. The city fines you for damages caused by your investigation. Influence -1. Pass. If you pass, the payment earns you a lot of goodwill, and the mayor offers to mentor you. Gain 1 focus and 1 talent condition. Okay. And she gains the headstrong. Well, we already know what that is. William. Alright, William. He's going to fight this guy. Now, I'm going to use that alchemical concoction to try to beat this thing. Alright, so we have a will of 3. And we totally fail. So I lose 2 sanity. Alright. And then we have a strength 5 and 3 is 8, minus 2 is 6. Okay, that's not a bad roll. That's 4 successes that I don't even take any damage, and we've killed the winged serpent. So the winged serpent is dead. We can take that off the board. We gotta get rid of the alchemical concoction. Why did this guy move? Well, we still got this ravenous gug here we got to deal with, though. So, here we go. Well, 2 successes, so that's pretty good. We only lose 1 sanity. And then we got to fight this thing, and we have a strength of 1. That's not very good. And we totally fail. I'll spend a focus. Alright, well, we succeed after that. So we do 1 hit to it. We got to take 2 damage. So it's still there. It's got 2 hits on it. Alright. And Gloria, she's going to try to get that clue. You find a lair of the serpent people hidden in an abandoned refinery. Gain this clue. Okay. As you investigate, one of the creatures discovers you. A serpent people monster ambushes you. If you lose health from the test, gain a poison condition. Alright, well. Let's do the will test. I lose 1 sanity because of that. The strength test, well, I'm not going to do too good on that. No. So, I have to lose 3 health. Wow. And so I will gain, god damn, a poison condition. Okay, well, and that is the end. So let's go ahead and do our next mythos phase. And we have, alright, so we have blue. So we have a monster surge there, a monster surge there. That's where William was at. He goes at pyramids. Okay. 2 clues. Himalayas and Antarctica. Spawn 1 monster on each space that contains a cultist monster. Well, that's not good because that is there, there, and there. Jeez. Okay, there, there, there. However, we have completed the active mystery, so let us do the 3rd one, and it's Crown of the Serpent. When an investigator would gain an artifact, he may gain the Serpent Crown artifact. We had that last game. At the end of the Mythos phase, the investigator that has the Serpent of Crown artifact may attempt to break the crown's hold on the minds of those it has dominated. If he passes, he may spend clues equal to investigators and discard 2 ally assets to solve the mystery. Okay, I honestly don't think we're doing that. But William did solve a mystery, so he's going to get his commitment reward. When you gain this reward, improve observation and 1 other skill of your choice. When you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, gain 1 resource. So I think I'll gain, I'll improve influence and observation. Okay, and it's William's turn. I guess I gotta hightail it the hell out of there, because that's not good. So we'll hightail it out of there. We'll go there and we'll rest. Gloria. Oh, oh man, my God. There's so many monsters over there. She's almost dead. So I think what she'll do is she'll rest for one action. She's right, she can't, she's poisoned. Okay, boy. So she's going to do the Mythos Codex. She's going to test her will. And she passes. Alright, you may spend one sanity to gain one clue, then flip this card. Okay. And then she's going to try to test influence. Get an asset here. And she got one success. You know what? She's fixing to die anyways. So she's going to take a bank loan. And she's going to get this assassinate. And we're going to pick a monster to lose 2 health. And I'm going to pick... Oh, this guy's a ghoul priest. He's not that hard. So I'm going to take one of these cultists off the board. Alright, and then of course, you know, she'll get a bank loan. It's not going to matter, because next reckoning effect, it's not going to help anyways. Okay, so I'm going to move Kate. I guess I'll leave Kate where she's at. And let's see here. She'll do an influence test as well. Gosh, she doesn't get anything. Okay, maybe she'll move up here to where Glory is. There's really nothing I can do. We're kind of stuck. So William's going to have an encounter at a city space. At an estate sale, you bid on a box of historical books. Influence -1. -2. Passes. If you pass, you obtain a number of informative texts, including his personal diary. Gain 1 clue and 1 old journal unique asset. Okay. Gloria, city space. The idyllic city is invigorating but expensive. Recover 1 health and 1 sanity. I can't. You ask the locals about finding bargains. Influence. Pass. If you pass, they gain 1 resource. If you fail, okay, well, I'll gain a resource. Okay. And then Kate. The shop is robbed while you are browsing. You attempt to fend off the thieves. Strength. Alright. I failed. I got some focus here, so let's go ahead and see if we can. Nope. And nope. Okay, if you fail, lose 1 health and discard 1 item possession. Well, we don't have an item, so it's fine. Okay, and that's the end of the turn. Next Mythos phase. Okay, so yes, we're going to have some problems. So, first thing we got to do is move this here. Now, we don't have any gates corresponding to that symbol, so let's put a gate out at the Himalayas. And we got to put a monster on it. Okay, so the Heart of Africa is actually going to become... We got to move the expedition encounter here because of the leopard man. Okay, so let's start doing reckoning effects. So first, let's do the monsters. Resolve of the cultists listed on the Ancient One sheet. Well, there is no reckoning effect of the cultist on the Ancient One sheet. Proto Shogoth, move this monster one space towards an investigator, then an investigator. Okay, so it's moving one up here. This guy would heal. Will die on a 1 or 2. The nearest investigator gains a curse condition. Okay, it's fine. Don't have to worry about that. This Dole here. Okay, he moves down here, and William has to lose 1 health and 1 sanity. Alright, let's see if somebody's gaining a curse condition. No. And that Bayaki does nothing. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's all the monsters. Ancient One. Alright, so we have to spawn a cultist on the active expedition space. Now, does that move? It says, then if there are 2 more monsters on that space, yes, advance doom by 1. Okay, so it's going to 0. He's going to wake up. So now we have to flip Yig. Okay, each investigator has a poison condition, gains a curse condition. Well, that's going to be Gloria. Alright, when 3 mysteries have been solved, you have discovered Yig's hiding place in Central America. Move each cultist monster on the game board 7 space to space 7 and spawn the Yig epic monster. When the Yig epic defeated, win the game. Okay. Alright, well, we haven't solved 3 mysteries. Alright, when an investigator is defeated or devoured, that player is not eliminated. Each time Doom would advance, discard 1 Eldritch token from the sheet instead. Then if there are no Eldritch tokens on the sheet, investigators lose the game. Place 8 Eldritch tokens on this sheet. Okay. Each time Dude would retreat, one investigator may discard a curse condition card. Spawn 1 cultist monster on a space containing a mystery token. Okay, well, so let's put 8 Eldritch tokens on this sheet because we're fixing to have some get taken off. Okay, so we put 8 Eldritch tokens on there. So we resolved that reckoning effect. Now we have to do people. No reckoning effect for her. No reckoning effect for her. Reckoning effect for her. Doesn't matter. She's dead. Nothing we can do. So Doom would advance. So we have to take an Eldritch token off again. Okay, so she's gone. We'll have to replace her. We have to take an Eldritch token off of here. Okay, and I think that's it. I think we're done for now. Alright, so now we have to spawn another gate, and that's at the pyramids. Jeez. The lead investigator chooses an investigator with an ally set. That investigator is one and getting into detain condition. Well, we don't have, nobody has an ally, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so Gloria, it was nice knowing you. I guess I'll just leave her there. And now I have to get another investigator, which would be Zoe Samaris. Okay, so Zoe has, if you have fewer than 2 task assets, gain 1 task unique asset. If you have not lost sanity during a combat encounter, roll 2 additional dice from resolving the strength test. She comes with the Holy Cross, gain 2 will during combat encounters. And her story is in his name. No mission is too great for the loyal. No evil will escape the judgment of the righteousness. Not on your watch. When you flip a task unique asset, place 1 Eldritch token on this card. Then if there are 3 or more Eldritch tokens on this card to gain the Crusade reward. At the end of the encounter phase, if there are 5 or more gates on the game board, discard this card and gain. Now we're not going to do that, her card. That's not fair that she comes in at the end of the game really to lose. So, I mean, we didn't really have to get rid of Gloria if the turn of events had gone the other way, but because the reckoning of the conditions took place and then caused Yig to flip, then yeah. So, but we'll save it if she survives to the next game. So that's where we're at. I'm nowhere near close to solving this, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose. She starts here in Rome, so I think what I'm gonna do with her is just get a focus and go here and try to close that gate. Kate, she will actually gain a focus and do the encounter here. And William, I think he will heal one and go here to have an encounter. And you know, as good as this is, yeah, you can't retreat Doom anymore. So it was too little, too late. Okay, Zoe, she's gonna try to close the gate. So let's do that. Lost Carcosa. Inside a well-appointed library, you sit down for a game of chess. Your opponent is quite old and wrapped in a silken robe. It will take a sharp mind to win the game. Lore -1. We have a lore of 2. We failed. Let's see if I can spin my focus. No, I didn't make it. You lose the game. You lose game after game. Lose 2 sanity. You despair watching your opponent grow younger as you grow older. A will, which is 4. Can't roll for save my life now. You pass. If you pass. If you fail, the game leaves you in ruins. Gain a blight condition. Okay. We will. Horrible rolling. Kate is going to do the encounter with Gloria. And let's see what that says. You look over the doctor's reports and see that both Gloria's hands were crushed in the accident and brought her here. She offers her old things to you now that she can no longer make use of them. Gain all of her possessions. She tells you of an old book in her library that might be of use to you, if you can translate it from its original Latin. Lore. No. I gotta focus. No. God. Okay, if you fail, your secrets remain hidden. Whether you pass or not, discard her investigator token. Okay. Couldn't even get nothing from that. And William, let's see, Daryl or... I guess I'll take Daryl. He had all these artifacts here. Alright, Daryl smiles vacantly when he sees you. The doctors tell you he has not said a word about what happened to him, that he seems to be living in a make-believe world within his own mind. They give you what remains of his things, gain all of his possessions. Okay. You talk to Daryl and encourage him to speak with you about what happened. Test influence. Alright, so we have an influence of 3. I didn't get a 9 or 1 success. Of course I didn't. If you fail, whether or not... Alright, discard his token. So, Daryl's gone. Of course, Gloria's gone. I couldn't get 1 success out of all the dice I rolled just now. Okay, so that will be the end of the turn. And let us do our next Mythos phase. And of course, so I don't know what order we're going to do this. I guess we'll just do it in the correct order. We've lost. So I go here. We don't have to lose any sanity or nothing, but I have 1 gate, 2 gate, 3 gate matching that's artifacts. So that's 3 doom right there. Reckoning. Alright, so that's not going to do nothing. That's not going to do nothing. This one is going to move to her. And she immediately is going to encounter him. So, all right. So this thing has two. She has two will. Well, she's successful once, so she only loses one sanity. Okay. Then she has to fight it, and her strength of 1. And she succeeds, so she does one hit on it. She takes 2 damage. So far, she's not dead. Okay. Nothing. This thing here. Okay. Zoe's going to gain a curse condition. This guy would move here. William has to lose 1 health and 1 sanity. The warlock, no curse condition. Okay, and I think that's it for all that. So that's the monsters. Okay, the Ancient One card. Spawn 1 cultist monster on a space containing a mystery token, eldritch token, or epic monster. There is no space for that, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Mythos cards. Well, here we go. And we've just lost the game. Okay, so we lost the game. I don't think this game ever went our way at all. Period. I think this game was terrible from the get-go. Now, I did say I was going to give myself, if 3 or below, 1 mulligan, which I'm going to do. So we're going to continue on. But from now on, if I lose, then that's it. The campaign's over. We will have Zoe, William, and Kate try to do it. Yeah. I got my ass handed to me this game. This game was just right off the bat. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have fun.